Scoring the script is one of the most essential things you as an actor must do to understand your character, to create the role, to memorize your lines, to perform the role. But what the heck is scoring the script? Here is how to score the script. Good writers don't write stories about another day in the life of a bunch of characters. They write stories about the day, the event that changed the life of these characters. Because good stories are about conflict and conflict resolution. No one wants to watch a story about the happy family in the happy village where no one wants anything and nothing ever happens. That would be boring. We want to see stories that reflect our lives. Characters who have needs and wants, who are faced with challenges and obstacles, and how they overcome those challenges. Even in comedy or cartoons, each character wants something they can't quite get yet because there's something or someone in their way, and they have to take some action to overcome what's in their way to get what they want. They may succeed or fail, but it's that pull and push, that contrast, that makes a story engaging, sometimes inspiring, and definitely more entertaining than the happy family from the happy village. So each character from the start of the story to the smallest role has a goal, something they want to accomplish. This is called the objective. They face a challenge that keeps them from accomplishing their goal, the obstacle, and they do something to overcome that challenge. And that something is called the tactic or the action. The objective is what motivates the character to say their lines and communicate with other characters, and it can be broken down to smaller objectives, contributing to what is called the super objective. This super objective is the ultimate goal the character wants to accomplish in the entire story. The smaller objectives are what the character wants to accomplish in the scene to eventually get to their super objective. So for your character, ask yourself, what does my character want? Why are they even in the story? Why do they say what they say? Again, if it's in the script, it's there for a reason. If the character repeats themselves, says the same thing again, it's not a mistake or redundancy. It's for a reason. So no matter how big or small, important or silly what the character says, you still need to know what the objective is for each scene and how these smaller objectives contribute to the character's super objective. The objective needs to be specific, a specific action verb that can be expressed physically, such as to inspire, to manipulate, to challenge. It should not be an emotion like to be happy, or general like do not get fired. Those are not specific and are not actable. But because good stories are about conflict, the character will not be getting what they want right away, or maybe ever. So we need to know what is standing in the character's way to accomplish their goal. What's the obstacle? So for each goal you identified for your character, ask yourself, what is keeping them from accomplishing these goals? Is it a person, a circumstance, a belief, a lack of skill or knowledge? Now, the greater the obstacle, the more engaging the story is. We don't want to watch a 2-hour movie about a character who, say, wants a cup of coffee and all his problems are that he forgot his wallet. Maybe you do, no judgment here, but there has to be something big on the line. There has to be a sense of urgency or danger of some kind if the character doesn't get their way. So ask yourself, what are the stakes? What will happen if the characters did not get what they wanted? Did not accomplish the objective? Are they gonna lose their job, lose money, lose relationships, or die? Each scene will have its own stakes. So now we know the objective and we know the obstacle and we know what's at stake. Next, we need to know what will the character do about all of that. What action or tactic will the character take to overcome the obstacle to achieve the objective? The action will be your choice as long as it makes sense to what the character is saying and to the story. There's no one right action because the character can overcome the obstacle through a multiple different ways. Grab your script and for each scene break it into smaller sections. These sections are called beats. A beat changes every time there is a shift in the mood or tone of the scene. Every time a character has a new thought that changes the direction of the conversation or uses a different action, and whenever new information is introduced, such as another character enters the scene. For each beat, identify your character's objective, obstacle, action, and make sure they add up to the character's scene objective. And you have to answer all these 4 questions for each scene. You can't just say, I don't think my character has any objective in this scene, maybe the next one. You have to find out for each scene what's going on, what's happening, what's in the way, and what the stakes are, because they are there. And that's the difference between a good actor and a great actor, these details. So let me know in the comments if scoring the script was something you already knew about, or if it's a new thing for you, and how do you score your script? How do you identify what your character wants in each scene? Get your free e-guide, Start Your Acting Journey with Confidence, 5 tools for new actors at theaterbrand.com or by following the link in the description.